Hello and welcome to that Peter Crouch podcast with me, Peter Crouch, Chris Stark and the notorious SID are with me. Some good scores over the weekend, lads. Have you had a good weekend yourselves?
Yeah. Sounds like everyone's had a good weekend apart from me.
I really was boring.
No, it wasn't boring. It was just
family oriented.
It was just average compared to the sound of it.
You were not entertained?
Yeah, no, I was entertained. It was just, just low key.
That's okay.
That's okay sometimes.
Yeah.
I feel all the time.
I've got a FOMO. I feel like I feel left out that you boys have gone to town at different places, but
You had a lively one, Chris?
Yeah, Saturday night I was in our favourite pub. Mm-hmm. It was a late one. I had a great night, thank you, Crouchy. Saturday night. I'm still feeling pretty broken from it, but it was good fun.
Yeah.
Bit of music in the pub that we like going to.
Okay, late one.
Yeah, reasonably late. Yeah.
Okay.
Reasonably.
Yeah, it was Friday.
I played golf with you Friday.
Yeah, we played golf together, and then obviously you went home and I didn't, which I probably should have done. So yeah, it's probably slightly worse for where Saturday. Then I had to double up. Obviously, it was Abbey's brother's 30th birthday party. So obviously couldn't miss that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, really, really good night.
Well, you're both looking really fresh today. So
yeah, I feel great today.
Are we going to have a Christmas party, by the way?
1,000,000%.
I've just started seeing emails knocking around for those things. You know how everything gets booked up quite quickly. I just wondered if we've got any...
I've never not gone to a Christmas
Let's be honest,
party.
this is our workplace, right? And in our workplace, I feel like we should have a Christmas do.
Yeah.
And we will be doing that.
So what we thinking, Samrat or...
Yeah, could do actually.
Could start there.
That's a great idea. Yeah, it's always a place to start.
Not been there for ages.
Mind you, I don't want to ask like a dragon's nostril, but before I go out on the town, you know?
There could be
Maybe end it there. Maybe end it there.
All right.
It's a tricky one with curry, isn't it?
Well, that's what I mean. I feel this might be an end destination rather than a start destination.
Because if you start there and then maybe like you go on the Guinness train, I think you need to take some change of...
Oh my God, man. It's going to have
change
pants
of
pants like Brands Hatch. Skin is everywhere. All right, let's get into the results.
So is that a yes to the Christmas party?
Yes, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
You enjoyed that one, son.
Brands Hatch. Wow. But who's taking control of this?
What, the podcast or the Christmas do?
Both.
Well, I listen. I say yes, and then I don't do anything about it. So the boys behind the scenes a lot more organised than me.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's on. We'll just get a date that we can all do and
potentially invite people down to the Samrat. You know, people who've been around the podcast for a long time and have a gathering.
What about we do the Samrat, but for cheap entertainment, we invite listeners that might be able to entertain Steve Sidwell, and we sort of double up on it. So therefore, we're having a curry, and there should be some good entertainment, selfishly, from a Christmas party point of view. But also, it doubles up as an opportunity to try and entertain Steve Sidwell.
What a great idea. Yeah, and do you know Joel sent me his new music, actually. He's got some new music out. And I said I'd give it a shout out, actually. But he could potentially come down and do as a rendition of Mike Dean and some of his new stuff.
Yeah, we've got so many talented listeners to this podcast. Always feel free to get in touch if you think the podcast can help support you. Like, Joel sent in his music once, in case you don't know this, and then he ended up on stage with us at Wembley at Crouch Fest in one of... just watching him do that was one of the greatest moments. Did his song about Mike Dean.
Good.
Yeah.
Equally, I heard, I told you about this band that have named themselves after the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
In, I think, Plymouth.
Saw that.
Bugger Me Thrice.
Yeah, Bugger Me Thrice, yeah.
That video was so good.
Can I just play you a little bit from their gig? So previously, where we've talked about Three of the Buggers, this great group in Plymouth have named themselves Bugger Me Thrice. What I love about this video they've sent showing their gig is how unbothered everyone is when he, says what they're called.
I'm Ben. My name's Ben. I'm Ben. This is Jim. This is Jared. We are known as Bugger Me Thrice, also known as Three of the Buggers. We're going to sing a few songs tonight. This is a song by Me Thrice.
We'll be singing a few songs tonight for you.
Yeah, everyone's not even bothered. He's just literally said, "Bugger me thrice."
Let's get Bugger Me Thrice for the Christmas party.
All right, Bugger Me Thrice and the Samurai. It's taking shape now already.
Yeah.
We've got a bit of Joel. And no doubt we'll have other people to entertain Sids.
Yeah, okay.
And maybe even a bit of a podcast from there. You know? All right, fantastic. Great week for me. I've got to say, lads, I've got a correct result here. 3-0 was the Manchester United Leicester score, and that was the one for me. Obviously, I struggled with the other results. You both got 2 of them correct with the West Ham Everton draw. And of course, Chris, and Sid as well. You had the 1 point for the Man United winning, but I had the correct result, 3-0. So that puts us in an interesting position now, because over the weekend I saw a few lads and ladies who pulled me and said they really want me to do the forfeit. So there really feels to be a general consensus out there that they want me to do it. Chris is still in the lead with 27. I've got 26. And Sid, you got 23 at the minute. So squeaky bum time for you.
Oh, yeah, I think I mentioned this earlier on before we started recording, and I don't know, it's ruining my weekends. It's not ruining my weekends. It's ruining me watching the game live. So I'm watching Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, and I'm getting the scores come through for Man United. It's at 2-0. It was 2-0 at half time, so I'm thinking it's a long way to go. And it gets to like the 84th minute and Man, you get the third. And then it ruins it. And then I'm watching Chelsea Arsenal, and I'm like, Arsenal go and score, that I'm fucked straight away.
Well, Nicholas Jackson, when he scored, obviously that would have been 2-0, 2-1 for me.
Yeah.
When he scored, I'm up. Like, why? Like, people would in the house again. What the fuck's going on? What are you cheering for? I said, Nicholas Jackson's scored. What are you asking about that for?
Yeah, it's killing me.
It does. And also, because you're not just trying to win something for yourself, are you? Which is where this is maybe a bit different. I also just wish you both the very worst. So, for example, in the Man United Leicester game, right, it was 2-0, which you'd predicted at one point.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, right, Sids is in with a chance here. He's in the lead at this point. Then it goes to 3-0. I'm looking at check the predictions thing. Sure enough, Crouchy's got 3-0. I've got 3-1. So I'm hoping for a Leicester goal. But I'm sort of, if I can't get a Leicester goal, I'm just praying for a fourth United goal so you don't get 3 points. Yeah. It's a horrible game, this.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. So I was wondering if anyone's been done by notifications this week. Remember last week we talked about it, like who's putting them out there? Someone must be in the ground because you're watching a game, you think it's live on your phone maybe, and then you get a notification that someone scored before it goes in on your phone. So has anyone been done by that this week?
Well, look, we actually got a couple of messages about this. Got a message here from Lee Wallace, who heard us talking about this and says, I do the job. Oof. Read this. I do the notifications for the games. We have to be quick as the same data is used for betting markets. I've actually been punished for being too slow for a goal before and we lose points.
Punished?
How mad's that?
What do you mean they lose points?
I don't know what he means by that. I guess I have to explain
Is he getting ranked on the points?
He's probably got his own league thing going on.
Might be at work or something.
So he's been done for being too slow.
For being too slow. And what we're trying to say is slow down. If you are the person in the ground that is updating the score that we all see on our phones, just slow down a bit so we can sync up.
Yeah.
But amazing that is, genuinely someone's job. Couple of points from this weekend. In the Arsenal game, Havertz scored and it gets ruled out for offside, quite a tight offside. But did you see he gave it the shush?
Oh, did he?
It's a tricky one, this, isn't it?
He's got a good record against Chelsea as well.
But it felt like one of those annoying situations that VAR has produced where it's going to kill celebrations in a moment, aren't you? Because you can't then wait for the check, then go up to the...
I know what you mean, yeah. Well, you could.
Yeah. It's double shithousery, isn't it?
It's a bit. I watched back recently. I can't remember what it was, but I watched it back. I watched back the Adebayor celebration. I didn't realise quite how excited he was about his goal there.
Oh, when he sprinted.
Yeah. But did you see his face and how fast he was running? And then how long he stayed on his knees in front of people that were pelting him with stuff. There was a lot of enjoyment, satisfaction taken from that goal.
preempted that, wasn't it? That was before. I think there's a build up to that game, maybe even the whole week. If I score, I think it's run through his head what he was going to do, and he certainly milked it, didn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, totally. Just one other question. I had a question for you boys that I spotted at the Watford game, and basically what's happened is Tom Cleverley is not very happy with something the ref's done. The ref was awful, by the way, and the ref goes over to go book him. This was against Oxford. So the ref gives him a yellow. But what's happened there, I'm assuming, is the fourth official has kind of grassed him up, right, to the ref and got him on the radio and said, look, you're going to have to come over here and book Tom Cleverley. When you're on the bench and you see that situation, how awkward is it afterwards? Because what you've got there is the fourth official snitching on the manager there. So the ref comes over, gives the yellow, and then the ref gets back on with the game, right? What happens in those moments afterwards?
I've seen this a lot.
And he's got to walk back. The fourth official's got to walk back and sit in his position right next to the people he's just grassed up.
Yeah. And Joe, what happens? Joe, what it is, there's a lot of side eye.
Yeah.
There's a lot of side eye. Not so much from the benches or the manager, because they will just blatantly look at them and wait to see if they stare. But it's the fourth official who's just.
I've seen them. So like, I wonder if they're cutting me off over there. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
That's confirmed.
I just can't get over how awkward it must be in those few moments.
Yeah.
If I grassed you up, right, straight away, I went to Ross over there, like, I don't think, I think he's, whatever you've done or something, let's find him. And I came back and went, all right.
It's no different. It's no different. You go over to Ross over there, right, and go, Chris is like really fucked up. Like, can you go have a word? Ross comes over in front of us all and says, fucking stop it, you. Like, that's how it works. And then you come walking back.
Someone's brought this to my attention that you fucking up big time. Stop that right now. Walk back over and then I'll go, just don't even speak to you.
But that's what happens, isn't it? Because the coach or the manager that's obviously been yellow carded, they want to have a row. They now want to take a little bit of frustration out on and the fourth doesn't give nothing back. Yeah. And that's what obviously then gets it more. And then I've seen load of stuff said, no wonder why you're a fourth official. And you fucking not even, that's why you're not out there running the
Really?
Yeah, genuinely, You know, some of the stuff that the fourth gets, and I think, we maybe need to stick up for them because it's, when they go to work in the morning and they say, see you later, guys, I'm just off to get abused on the sideline.
Have a nice day at work, darling.
Cheers, man. Don't take too much shit. So they literally and also the way the staff share it round, it's like the assistant manager will have a go. Then because he'll know he's close to the bone, then he'll tap the goalkeeping coach, go, right, next decision, it's your turn. They pass it around the whole thing, so then no one gets sent off. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so the manager, for instance,
the same message.
The manager will just tap his assistant and go, fucking have a word with him. And then they'll go, I can't, I just did. Go down the line, but it's your turn. To go and give him loads of grief.
And it's on every decision as well, is it? Because every decision, there's someone gets it and someone doesn't. So you get it from both ends. There's never a chance where both benches are happy.
Never.
Fourth, great decision there, well done.
And no one says well done when the decision's made that's good for them. Yeah. So you're in a no-win situation.
Yeah, maybe the fourth official needs empowering. Maybe the situation would be different if they could give the card on the side.
That would change the respect level, I think, a lot. Because at the end of the day, it's a bit like a community officer. Do you know what I mean? You've got the police officers and then you've got a community officer. So you go, if something happening, you go, oh, shut up. It's the community officer.
I mean, you're essentially...
They're doing a great job, but they're not. They haven't got the power to arrest you.
No, but then the thing is, you go to them, fuck off, get back in your box, and they'll just go, John, get a bit of abuse here. John, do you want to come back over? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, go on, call your mate then. What's he going to do?
Because it's a long walk for the referee always as well. Like, what's happening. Yeah. Also, I guess the fourth official in that instance is, I hate to say it like this, they're kind of a glorified steward, aren't they? Because you're not asking so-and-so to be booked on the pitch. It's the manager is sort of a member of the crowd, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they're in the stand most of the time, just in front of it. But
fourth officials to me seem like people that put their socks on first before their boxers after a shower.
Socks before boxers.
Oh, that's lovely. Just talk me through your thinking there, Sid. Have you seen that happen? Have you seen that?
Does anyone put socks on before boxers?
I really want to try it.
I've seen it. It's a strange sight.
This is great. This is
That's
what
what just
everyone
reminded me of
listening to this podcast should do from here on
I've
in.
seen it once. It was in a dressing room. It was a player that I played with.
Who?
I won't name names.
Why?
Give us a dressing
I
room.
can't.
though.
Name names. It was a Reading. It was a Reading. And
Socks on first.
And they used to get out of the shower. I swear, every shower, and put their towel on the floor and put their socks on
First. That is not right. That is not correct.
Come on, let's all do it this week.
I reckon if you listen to this podcast, right, I think it's a socks first scenario this weekend. Just for one weekend only. Let's do a socks first weekend.
Yeah.
It's
right. Go and enjoy
anyway. Fourth officials, I think, remind me of them people.
Yeah. Well, let's all.
There we go.
Maybe this is what we do to show a bit of solidarity with fourth officials. Try and boost them up a bit because that's what we're good at. As a
Yeah,
podcast.
you're right.
Let's all in their honour put socks on
I'll do
first.
Respect the referee. Also respect the fourth. Put your socks on first this weekend and raise awareness of it.
Sign of solidarity. Yeah. Well done, Sid.
Help the fourth.
Up the
May the
fourth.
fourth be with you. Yes. Oh, colour pictures of socks on first. Hashtag may the fourth be with you.
Oh God.
Oh,
this is brilliant.
It's gonna get out there now. Fourth be with you.
Don't.
All right, brilliant. Do you know what title race? Should we get into that a little bit? Just
yeah.
I think Liverpool, great weekend for them. Chelsea were starting to threaten. Arsenal it being a draw and Man City losing. Not a bad weekend.
Where do you want to start?
Weekend.
City.
So let's. I just want to start on Chelsea Arsenal quickly because the game was pretty even, wasn't it? I think probably Arsenal just edged it, and people were looking at it probably going, "Look, that's probably the correct result." Chelsea are actually going for top four Europe, really. Arsenal going for the title. So, and that kind of showed in that game, didn't it? But the result the whole weekend fell into, like you say, Liverpool's hands. I done the Brighton Man City game as well, and didn't see that coming at half time.
Played well second half though, Brighton, right?
Man City could have been away with it first half. Brighton come on, Belieber come on at half time, changed the game, really changed the game. And you know what it's like with Brighton. We've been there, we've done games there. They just will always play on the front foot, and sometimes it does kill them. But when they got the equaliser, they was on for the win and they got it. But yeah, I don't know. Liverpool, if it was Man City that had this lead now, I'd say it's all over near enough. But because Liverpool, they've not done it, although they've won a Prem title, but they've not sort of been in this position, I'm still just not convinced yet. Yeah,
I know what you mean. I think the language around those teams is an interesting one, isn't it? Because as you're saying, if City were in the position Liverpool are, people would be using language like, it's game over.
Yeah.
Arsenal have no chance.
That's very true,
yeah.
But there isn't really anything that Liverpool have done wrong so far. So at what point does it change?
I don't see it at the moment,
Well, the only way it changes is it because they've all got to play Liverpool still, haven't they? I know Arsenal have, but City have still got to play them home and away.
Yeah, and could potentially beat them. Rodri being out, it's a massive factor, isn't it?
Massive. Right? Come on. It's massive. Brighton don't score that second goal for starters if Rodri plays. And do you know what? It just goes to show, doesn't it, that them unsung heroes, I know he's obviously won the Ballon d'Or, but them unsung heroes don't get enough respect. And
he must be buzzing. Like, aside from, well, you tell me, if you're sat at home, right, watching this, obviously you want the right results to come through, but there must be a tiny bit which is like, look how powerful he's looking right now.
Well, sometimes you become the best player in the world by not even playing. Because, when as soon as your team start losing, you're like, you see how crucial you are, and then everyone starts talking about you. Whereas if they're winning games every week, like you get forgotten about.
Yeah.
Whereas now we're talking about him, for instance.
Yeah.
And how crucial he is.
4 games on the bounce they've lost, City, in all competitions. First time in Pep's career.
Is there a possibility that he may have mentioned to a few people that he will leave at the end of the season, and that could be another factor? But listen, it's all speculation.
Yeah.
At the moment, Liverpool are in pole position. But
Look at that story, Crouchy, from Liverpool's point of view. New manager to be firing like this is
incredible.
Right?
I honestly, I tip them, as mad as it sounds now, to be outside the top 4. Because I just thought with Klopp going, the uncertainty with Salah, Van Dijk, Trent, I just thought, it's just not going to come together. It's not going to click for the first season. Fair play to him.
That is a worry, though, I have to say. That is a worry about those 3 players. Like, if they think you lose them for free as well. It's not as if they're going to bring in a load of money and be able to replace them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, they're all out of contract.
Which even shows that
Salah for me as well. Like, he's just a joke. Like, I don't think I'd take anyone above him in the Premier League.
No,
genuinely, because he creates his own goals. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can play the ball into his back to goal. He can spin someone and go and score like, from the halfway line. There's not many players who've ever been able to do that and consistently doing it. I have to give a shout out to Ipswich as well, because quite often, as we did there, talk about the top of the league, but like, what's a great result for them.
Yep.
Pleased for Liam Delap as well. Got to give him a shout. It's another goal for him. Congratulations to Ipswich.
Big win for Newcastle as well, just to mention, because they was kind of on the ropes, but they've had a little fight back against a good informed Forest team.
Yeah,
so.
Annoying to beat Forest though. I kind of enjoying the romance of Forest.
We're as a podcast, we're enjoying the resurgence of Nottingham Forest, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right. Should we get into this week's games, lads?
Let's do it.
And this next part of the podcast is supported by Padding Power, and their big weekend fixture is the blockbuster of San Marino versus Gibraltar, Friday evening.
My only interest in this is your wife.
And I've got a feeling that that will be the case for most of our listeners, to be quite honest. But she is playing Gibraltar. She's at home on Friday evening. Gibraltar are our favourites. You would,
I would never have known.
for this. 21-10, a 10 against you, 31 back on San Marino, that is. And Gibraltar 13-10, 10 against you, 23. Probably a low scoring affair. Under 1.5 goals is 4-7. And obviously, if you do want to go for Abbey and back her for a big surprise win, 3-0 is 35-1.
I mean, silence is golden.
Can Abbey batter Gibraltar?
I don't even know where to start with this.
Well, look, San Marino, 210th in the world rankings there with FIFA. Gibraltar, 197th.
Yep. But
San Marino, absolute bottom feeders.
San Marino have got their first professional win in 20 years against Liechtenstein, which obviously there was calls to call Abbey Liechtenstein for a while. It just didn't feel right.
Well, their last meeting was in October, and Gibraltar nicked it in a thrilling 1-0.
Do you know what the thing is like...
Why are you laughing at that?
Thrilling 1-0. The problem is here, right? It's heart over head, isn't it? My head
this is it.
My head is saying Gibraltar, right? And it's like, how much does this league mean to me? It means everything to me. I do not want to do this forfeit. How much do I love my wife?
It's true. And also, because the other problem with this is I've obviously whacked it on Instagram to say, what have people said?
Yeah, well, I imagine they're back in San Marino.
They're all back in San Marino, but not for the right reasons. They're all going like, come on, San Marino can do it. Go on, Abbey.
But Chris, can you imagine if it did? If she did win?
What a Friday night you're going to have.
Can you?
Look at this, all of them. Abbey won, Gibraltar won. I haven't even put, all I put is San Marino versus Gibraltar.
So you didn't even let them know. Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna back them.
Well, is Abbey playing away? Or,
no. Or is it not this week, Chris? No?
Not this weekend. Is San Marino at home to Gibraltar?
Not this week. No, she's at home this week.
Not good for you.
Let's fucking move on, shall we, on this game?
I Okay, well,
Take a fucking result.
Let's give you the honours because it's obviously close to your heart. So San Marino versus Gibraltar. Where are you going to?
1-0 San Marino. Yeah. I can't back against that. I'm gonna go with it.
Chris?
I don't know whether to go the other way. The problem is it is head and heartless because if
I'm gonna
San
tell her.
Marino score,
I'll tell her.
You can't go.
What do you mean you're going to tell her? What?
Were you backed against her?
But it's not. But that's ludicrous.
What?
Because she won't understand
She will.
the context
She'll
of
be
it.
gutted.
It's the fourth official. Look,
Should we
it's the fourth. Look, it's the fourth.
Should be absolutely gutted.
I'm going 0-0.
Oh, see, you couldn't back against her still.
Weasel. That is a weasel rat. A prediction, that is.
A weasel rat of a prediction. 0-0 was that?
If that comes through,
Did you go 0-0?
I want a formal
He's gone
apology on
0-0.
this podcast.
Okay.
It's not going to be high scoring, is it?
Have you seen much of them this year? What are you basing that on?
This is the thing. We do need to respect their two countries in their own right, actually.
No, of course, yeah. This is a huge game for these.
It's an honest.
So I'm going to go. I'm going to, just to make this entertaining, I'll go Gibraltar. Okay? Sorry, Abs. Sorry, Abbey.
So you're going to tell her about him?
No, I'll
Listen, I'm only just trying to claw it back. Let's be honest. I'm like,
well, you got in my head. Gibraltar favourites here.
Let's just make this perfect. She does not care one bit. She doesn't listen to this, and she won't know that she's called San Marino unless everyone DMs her, which is probably going to happen.
I'm going to go. I'm going to go for Gib then, and
yeah. Is that official?
Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're officially 0-0.
No, I'm going to go.
No, you're locked in. No.
Can
whoa,
I?
Whoa.
Who said it's not? What do you mean? It's not like
time out.
It's not a deal or no deal or something, is it?
Chris Tarrant just said final answer. It's gone
said fine.
ding.
No, it didn't. It didn't go ding. It didn't go ding. It doesn't go ding until we've done the
What do you want to
predictions.
change
Crouch goes, so what are you going for? What are you going for? What are you going for?
change
This
it.
is a discussion, a fucking podcast. We're having a quick chat around the games, suggesting.
That's a fucking massive bite.
This is a nibble if I've ever seen one.
Right,
No, I just
business
don't
end
like
now.
when these rules just get introduced.
okay.
Now it's if you say a score, it's locked in.
I'm going to go Gibraltar 2-0.
Fine. I'm going Gibs 1-0.
Weasel rat.
Weasel rat.
Weasel rat. The odds are correct at the time of recording. Please gamble responsibly. Right, moving into a game we'd probably be a lot more familiar with. Turkey versus Wales. Top of the table clash here. Wales have been going great guns since Craig Bellamy has took over. Unbeaten in 4. Doing really well. But Turkey are top of the group. Probably should be favourites. They've won 3 of the 4 home games. Scored 7, conceding 5. So there's a lot of high scoring games involved with Turkey. How do we see this going?
Yeah, this is a good game. High scoring game. 2 informed teams. Turkey at home. It's volatile, isn't it? It's
I love playing over there.
Tough place to go. This is tight. This is a good game. Did you say if Wales win, they top the group? Was it as well?
If Wales win, they go top of the group, right?
Yeah.
And they will secure at least the playoff place, right?
Yeah, I like what he's doing there, Craig Bellamy. Andrew Croft's there. Crofty, I played with Crofty at Brighton, who's on the coaching staff at Brighton. And he joins up with Bellas and the Welsh national team. I like what they're doing there. I really do.
So they're both in good form.
They are. Harry Wilson scoring.
Great goal.
For Fulham and Wales, yeah.
In good form, so hopefully he can take that to Wales as well. I don't know. This is tight, this. Do you want to go first? What's the nation said?
Well, yeah, we're sort of throwing it out there.
This could go either way.
I do have a score. Yeah, do you know what? Quite a few people were sort of leaning on a draw. Could go either way. With Wales, did either of you ever try get tapped up for Wales or another home nation? Or did you at any point in your careers explore what other international sides you could have played for?
Mark Hughes called me early on in my career, when I was coming through. I think I was at QPR, 19. And I had a call saying
out the blue and said, "Are you Welsh?"
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, how does that conversation go?
Yeah, is there any Welsh? I said that. I had a look, to be fair. No Welsh.
That's incredible. Is that how it works?
Oh, well, yeah, apparently so, yeah.
I suppose if you know them on a personal level, but he wouldn't have known you on a personal level, would he?
Got in touch.
I actually think I've got some Welsh blood in there on my mum's side, and I done the ancestry DNA thing, the kit. I think I can actually get it up. Like I've logged into the.
They're great, these things. You know, the ancestry,
scary, aren't they?
So the DNA kit, and then it's mad because it comes back with like 4% Congo or something like that.
Really?
And then, in theory, I guess with footballers, you could probably see what other countries you might be able to qualify for.
Yeah, I mean, this is 50% England and northwestern Europe, 26% Wales, 7% France, 3% the Netherlands, 2% Scotland, and lastly 2% Ireland. So there's a bit of everything there, but 26% Welsh.
But like, does that qualify you for Wales, or do you have you haven't got a mother
I think
or
my
father?
mum's,
It's grandparents.
Yeah, I think it's my mum's grandmother.
Oh, so that'd be your great grandma.
Yeah. So
I
whether
don't know if that counts.
Yeah. Thomas.
Well, what does count?
I think it's grandparents.
Oh, right.
I think it extends to grandparents.
Grandparents, yeah. So, well, okay, long story short, then I couldn't have played for anyone else but England.
No.
I
I
don't
wonder
think
why
I
they
could
set
either.
the rules like that.
I did it bizarrely. I did it over the weekend as well, like in the origins of the word of the name Crouch. It's quite interesting.
What do you mean? You just
We got into it, me and Abbey, into a bit of a hole, a rabbit hole, on the weekend, and we discussed our names and where they're from and things like that.
Well, where is it from?
Well, it's kind of an Anglo-Saxon name, but it originates from the word cross. So you'd have been like a cross bearer, or
Oh, right.
that's what Crouch kind of. That's how it's evolved over the years.
I really want to do. I want to do one of the tests.
Yeah, because then you do that, and then they send you emails where you can branch off to all people that have done this and left all their details, and you can get in touch.
God, that's wild. Because then people can get in touch with you out of the blue, can't they?
Yeah,
And
you can,
basically
opt to be in or out.
Clocked, you're my dad, or like or like cousin or whatever.
Yeah, can get a bit. Don't know.
No, interesting.
Okay, back to Wales.
Turkey or Wales? I'm sided with Turkey. As much as I like Bellers and I like what he's doing with Wales, I feel like Turkey will have a little bit too much, especially away from home. Really difficult game. If they get through this, fair play to them. But I just feel that they might take this away from them. I'm going to go. Although they can see goals as well, Turkey, I feel like they're going to win 2-0.
Okay, I'm going to go out there. I want to go for a draw. I want to go for a 2-2 draw.
2-2, yeah.
Yeah, I just think there's some goals.
Nice.
And a draw.
Okay.
Which would be good for both countries.
I've had a little look on Instagram. All the messages are generally saying those sort of scores. So I'm going to go 2-1 to Turkey.
Oof.
Turkey 2, Wales 1.
I feel like I want to back Wales now.
Well,
Okay.
all
It's
right.
a shame.
Happy?
Yeah.
You can change. It's not locked in.
No.
Do you want me to sing the Welsh national anthem just before we get finished?
Please.
Gwlad, gwlad, bleiddiol rwyf yn gwlad. Cheers.
Thank you, Pete. Are you going to be going to Turkey this Christmas, boys, do you reckon?
I don't know. I think Ab's talking about maybe not.
I normally go to the pub.
Yeah.
Do you?
Stay in the UK. No, I think Abby's not going to go Turkey this year, I think.
Go and goose, are you?
I don't think so. She was talking about ham and beef and something else.
Well, we always do we do a small turkey, just tradition.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Bit off the wall, isn't it? Not going Turkey. But.
Yeah, it's
You
utter
gotta do
woke
turkey.
nonsense.
Woke nonsense.
All feels a bit negative towards Christmas, if you ask me, Sids. Not having
You
a
got to
turkey.
keep the tradition there. We have a
got to.
small one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell you what-
turkey.
What's on the barbecue?
Turkey and beef, I reckon, this year. I was thinking about it the other day. But I do my Christmas schedule. I've got it all planned out.
Yeah.
It's been going for about 5-6 years. I've been working on this schedule. It's so fucking good. And then what I'm going to do for listeners to this podcast, if you subscribe to this podcast, We'll figure out a system to be able to do it. I'll send the Christmas schedule, so it's all done for you.
Brilliant.
So as long as you just follow the instructions, you'll be absolutely fine.
I think I gave you some stick for this schedule last year,
did,
but
a lot.
yeah, quite a bit. But I'm into it now. I like what you're doing. Very organised.
Well, yeah. I mean, maybe there's a bonus podcast at some point where I just take you through it, because there's a lot. There's a lot, but it will sort you for Christmas if you just download this one podcast. Maybe we do it like that. There's a little thing. I'll talk you through the schedule, and then if you're cooking Christmas dinner, you'll be fine. We don't have to. I'm just offering it if you do want it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. We'll go with the don't have to option.
Fucker. Fine. Well, we won't then.
That's another nibble there.
We won't then. Just trying to help.
I'm a big fan, Chris. A big fan.
Too easy. It's too.
Tell me more. Peter Cross, was it?
Here we go. It's like tit for tat. It's like two teenagers. This.
Tell me more about it anymore at the time. Oh God. Okay.
Let's go to the next game.
Portugal, Poland. What are we thinking? Portugal in great form, unbeaten in their previous 4 games in the competition, facing a Poland side with no wins in the previous 3. You would expect a Portugal win here?
Yeah, I think this is straightforward. And I think between us 3, I think it's who guesses the correct score.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah. I don't see Poland.
No.
I don't see Poland getting a result, if I'm honest. And I think that lends itself to us to pick how many goals are Portugal going to score. Not necessarily that Poland won't score,
really?
but it's just I think it's the correct...
They only have to draw this to ensure a top 2 finish.
Portugal do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they drew with Scotland, didn't they? That was only points they've dropped. Won every other game.
Yeah.
Poland do have Robert Lewandowski as well, who's on fire for Barcelona, who are flying at the moment. He's got 14 goals in 12 for Barca.
Yeah, he's their main man, isn't he? He's there. But the talisman, I mean, it's not being disrespectful, probably a different kettle of fish rocking up with Barcelona than Poland. But, I mean, is he going to get the supply chain that he's going to receive at Barca? I think this is Portugal's solution.
Right.
I'm going to go... Do you want me to go first? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go Portugal 3-1.
Funny, like in my head, I'm thinking scores. You say it like very often with very similar. What are you saying?
I'm going to go Portugal 2-1.
All right, I'm going to go Portugal 4-1 then.
4-1, not
2.
3.
No, but he said 3-1, didn't he?
You said 2-1, did you?
No, 3.
No, I said 2-1. 2-1, 3-1, 4.
2-1, 3-1, 4-1.
Okay, that keeps it nice and easy.
Sids, are you not entertained? Dear Crouchy and notorious BBQC, I am emailing from a small island near Vanuatu called New Zealand. It's the smaller one next door. In an attempt to entertain a certain Steve who is notoriously hard to entertain. Even though COVID has clearly not had a Chumbawamba in recent years, my 10-year-old son Harry still likes to utilise the trampoline to perfect his volleying, heading and shooting. Perseverance is a much-needed quality, and he's shown that in recent weeks, culminating in the achievement he has strived for. As you can see, the timing and touch required to overhead kick a volleyball with its tennis ball bounced, whilst timing your own bounce, surely has the quality to entertain Steve Springswell. I'm not sure about the pineapple PJs that the star of the clip, Harry, is wearing, but he is now an avid listener. Love the pod and keep up the good work. Cheers, Matt. Just before we have a look at this, Sids, and obviously, this young lad will be listening to this podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to sway your view in any way.
You can't.
But go easy on the youngster.
You can't.
He doesn't care. He's very much. We've been there before with this.
You can't sway me. I can't be broken.
But I actually really respect that, because I think we may have said this before. This is where Britain's Got Talent and those sorts of shows, they patronise kids. Yeah. They get judged differently. You can be a 10-year-old, sort of reasonable, but you should judge them against a good adult as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm all in already. I think it's a great email to start with. Let's see the clip.
Well, let's see what he does. I'm a big fan of the pyjamas. He's gone for it.
Oh!
Oh, hold on a minute.
The celebration to Max as well.
Wow.
You know what I like about this, I have to say, is that I've got the exact same trampoline. I've done something similar, not an overhead kick. But do you remember I clipped it in? I don't know if have you ever seen that video where I clipped it in from the side?
Yes.
Yeah, in that same trampoline. So what we're seeing here is a young lad, I'm going to guess 11.
He's 10.
Harry,
Sorry, he's 10.
Yeah.
Someone's thrown it in. He's overhead kicked it into the backboard. It's dropped, and then he's done a fantastic celebration straight after. Look how excited he is.
Is this common? A basketball net attached to
Yeah,
a
they
trampoline?
come as standard on
That
this particular brand.
How have I not been made aware
I've
of
got
that?
one.
It's so fun.
We've had one in ours for a long time.
Wow.
I'm blown away.
Are you?
I'm blown away. Yeah. Matt, great email. Harry, that is so good. Like, first, I was a bit dubious with the pyjamas at the start. I was going to be on token gesture ones. What's this going to be like? There's a goal in the background, but then the delivery over the net for starters, the technique off the backboard in the celebration after.
Can we just have one more look at it? There's just something I just want to double check with you, Sids,
okay.
just with this.
Are you finding a fault?
I just check for shin on this.
You're telling me there's an element of shin.
No, it's clean. I think it's good.
That's clean. That's sock. I see sock. He's got a pair of socks on as well. Look at the celebration.
Yeah, it's class.
Bounced straight back up, didn't he? Snapped it back up.
That for me is up there. H, top class.
Wow, thumbs up.
The Steve Sidwell is entertained. There we go.
Well, listen,
Brilliant.
it takes a lot there. So, Harry, well done. Congratulations, mate. Great email, mate.
Love that. And an avid listener as well.
Love it. And he's involved as well, so he'd be pleased to hear that. Guys, there's been a bit of controversy this week.
Do you know what? We as a team, and I say team, pointing over there really, this is poor from us.
It's really poor from us. This is the old UBAGSIE trophy. And the deserved winner, we felt. However, it was we missed out F for France. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do about this, but as a team as a whole, I'd like to apologise for that. The UBAGSIE trophy does have a silent F in it. Maybe it could be the fuck you Bagsy trophy. F you Bagsy. F you Bagsy.
F you Bagsy. Yeah, I got a message on socials from James Miller, who was absolutely enraged. And I said, look, I'm going to take it to the board. And he said, thank you. Like, that's all I'm asking for.
We've already
Fair
said
trial.
we're going to send it to another. We literally signed the thing for a list for whoever came up with the UBAGSIE one.
Yeah, but I've seen him. He's recently come out and said it was me who came up with it, and I'd like to formally apologise for my lack of an F.
So we don't send him. Is this
Well,
what you're
you
proposing?
say don't send him. Look, it's not been sent yet.
Yeah,
We've
no,
got
but
it.
Didn't we write his name on it?
No,
I think we just signed it.
It just
didn't we?
says class,
Oh, great.
love it. Oh yeah, you're the one who said you
What?
UBAGSIE.
you fucked it.
How have I fucked it? What have I done today? You're fucking coming for me. What do you mean? Show me where I fucked it.
What's he wrote?
Did you write UBAGSIE?
Oh, it's got UBAGSIE written.
Did you write that?
Yes, because it was the name of the World Cup.
Yeah, but isn't this great for what I think actually James Miller could potentially get the name here, Orbis Morbitus.
Yeah.
I think it will go to him.
Yeah.
And I think if we just cross out UBAGSIE and just change it, I think it's got a
just
story.
think we should put to James, cross out the and just put UBAGSIE'd it.
Yeah.
And then
Great.
With Orbis Orbis Morbitus.
It's poor from us, isn't it?
Is it settled now though that the name of the
Well, I
World
can't
Cup
say it, so I'm going to struggle
will be
to.
the Latin for world in motion?
Yeah.
Orbis Morbitus or something.
Yeah.
I think I do think you shouldn't be able to pronounce the World Cup trophy. You shouldn't be able to pronounce what it's called, and I can't. So let's do it.
Hand of pod, fellas. We've got a message here, a bit of an update. Robot, Fireball, and BBQC+++.
Seriously though, you think about it, right?
Wow.
You played in the Premier League. I played in the Premier League. Chris, well respected, a broadcaster. We're called Robot, Fireball, and BBQC++.
Oh, it's great. I'm all in already. Right, I hope you're all good, fellas. As I got the honour of being an ambassador for Newcastle under Lyme, Stoke, when this podcasting journey began, it is only right that I have a plan for the Hand of Pod. Being a field service engineer, I travel the UK and sometimes Europe. You could use me as your free distribution man to get the hand across the country and even into Europe.
Right.
I'm going to Austria at the end of November, and one of the hands can go with me, and I could find a good home for it.
Right.
Okay. All hands will be distributed with a welcome pack and instructions on how to operate the hand correctly. Give me a shout and I can sort this out for you. Keep up the good work, Jack.
Okay. Yeah, great. I mean, we've got some fantastic positions that are going in. We've also got a lot of rumours that there'll be some great places for them. We've had loads of emails about it. So, hopefully that will continue to rumble and we'll keep passing the Hand of Pod. This one, particularly from Rob, struck a chord with me. He said, I've never written in, now twice in a day. As you can tell, I'm listening to Friday's pod in stages in between weekend chores. Anyway, finally got to the end and I was listening to the Hand of Pod section. He said, I'm leaving for a trek to Everest base camp in a little over a week. Yeah, and if you would enjoy some Nepalese pod passing, that means send me the hand and I'll do the rest. From Rob. So, yeah, Everest. Everest is great.
That'd be great. Imagine a Hand of Pod at the top of Everest. Or even just with are they called Sherpas?
Sherpas. Yeah. Great guys. Yeah.
What's that?
They're the ones, they're like your guides. They're the ones that take you up.
They're the experts.
They are the experts as well. Brilliant.
Lee Sherpa. Just thinking of an 11 now.
Lee Sharp.
Yeah.
Lee Sherpa.
Billy Sherpa. I mean, it's
Deep my Sherpa off.
Sherpa off.
It's funny enough, we talk about 11s there. Let's let the listeners do it because they've sent one in here. It's fantastic. There's a fella in my work, Bobby, who we've caught down in the kitchen folding a piece of bread into 4 and popping it straight in his mouth.
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently, I don't think he's buttering it. He's just literally folding it and stuffing it straight in there.
A slice of bread, folded again.
Yeah.
What?
Straight in, yeah. Folded it, yeah.
It's not easy to do without it breaking up, I would have thought. A slice of bread.
Yeah, just straight in there.
Full dry like that. Weird colleague behaviour that falls under, doesn't
Well,
it?
what they've done, they've created a bread-based 11, which is what you do off the back of that. I think if you see that, you just create 11, wouldn't you? That's what they've done. He isn't remotely interested in football, so he's utterly confused by the fact that he's just been named in a Gluten Town 11.
Superb.
Obviously with bread bin Van der Sar, Loaf and Mateus, Phil Bapp, Rolo Torre, Christopher Sambo, so all you scousers out there, Pat the Baker Burger, Krusty and Ericsson, Nicky Barnby, Peter Love and Crumbs, Gabriel Chibata-Stuta.
What team? Gluten Town.
Yeah.
Superb.
We'll see you next week.